Hi everybody, thank you for joining me on my latest YouTube video. Bit late to the party on this one, I think. Today we're going to be looking at this, which is the Sgt Peppers Lonely Hearts Club Band 50th anniversary box set. Now when this originally came out, this box set, I'll just give you a little bit of information first, then we'll look into the box set. When this box set first came out in 2017, I didn't buy it. The reason I didn't buy it was because at the time I'd fell out of love with CDs. I was just buying vinyl all the time. I'm still a bit like that with the CDs at the minute. I am starting to love my CDs again. Don't get me wrong, I do still play my Beatles CDs. But when this box set came out, you could only actually get it in CD. The vinyl was a double vinyl with a few extra tracks on. And I think, well, I'll go into what I think of this as we go along. But thanks to watching other YouTube channels, especially Beatley Tone's Beatles channel, he was showing some Paul McCartney CD archive box sets a few weeks ago, and it made me wonder what this actual box set was like. Like I said, I didn't get it when it came out, so I was lucky enough to find it on eBay of all places, and it was one of these where it's got a price what they wanted or best offer. So Beatle Dave being Beatle Dave put in a really stupid like offer, thinking well they're going to come back and want more, but no, they actually just took the first offer that I did. Doing some research, these seem to go anywhere between sort of like £75 and £150 at the minute. I didn't pay anywhere near it. I actually got it for basically half what the person was asking for it. Which was nowhere even near £95 to be honest, so I think I've got a bargain. It came in the week, and as you know I am on my strange working pattern where I do eight days on the trot without a break. Luckily today I've finished fairly early, so I thought while the sun's still out and while I'm still quite awake, I'll do your little video. So this is it. Like I say, it came in the week. Sgt Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, the 50th anniversary deluxe box set. So you get 4 CDs and you get a DVD and a Blu-ray. You get the original stereo mix. Well, I say original stereo CD, but it's slightly remixed. You get the original mono album on CD, and then you get 2 CDs full of alternative takes of tracks from the album. Now the only thing that gets me in one way is, yes, it is demos and session outtakes, but there's nothing that, apart from Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields, there's nothing else that hasn't been released that was actually recorded at the time, i.e. Only Northern Song isn't on here for some reason, where, I mean, that was originally George's first song that he put up for this, unless it's because it's been on anthology and things like that, so very heavyweight box set. This front bit is actually 3D. You probably can't see it very good there, but it is actually 3D. The more you look at it, the more you can actually tell that it is 3D. Nice red border. So you get Sgt Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band there, and Sgt Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band there. That is the back. If I do it like that, then if you want to see what is actually on it, you can, but I am sure that most of you will already know what's on this, so let me just put this down for one sec. So it comes off, that is actually the outer sleeve, believe it or not. Very nice construction. The only thing is there's a very slight mark there. It's not a tear, it's just where it's been caught on a corner somewhere. The person I bought this off did say they actually bought this when it came out, roughly on the day it was released, and they never played it once. It has got the Apple and the Universal mark down there. So far so good, very happy. And like I say, that is actually 3D. I think this might be a bit hard to show this standing up, but we'll try. So this is what you get. This is the actual box set, made out to look like an old EMI tape box. And from what I've seen on other videos, this is actually what the old tape boxes were actually like. So that's the front of that. Again, I'll put it there, and then if you want to freeze it and zoom in, you can do. Nothing on the sides. And then that is the back of it. Again, if you want to freeze it and zoom in on it, feel welcome. Side 1, Sgt Peppers Lonely Hearts Club Band, Sgt Peppers Lonely Hearts Club Band, with a little help from my fan, Lucy and Sky Diamonds, getting better, fixing a hole, she is leaving home, being for the benefit of Mr. Kite. So this side is basically saying what's on side 2. So it's within you, without you, when I'm 64, lovely Rita, good morning, Sgt Pepper's replies, and a day in the life. So then, to get into it, it actually opens up. If I've got it the right way, otherwise everything's going to fall out, isn't it? Actually opens up like that. So when I saw this, I thought, oh, the person that's selling it's made a mistake. It's a vinyl record. Because it does look like a vinyl record, doesn't it? Sgt Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Exact replica of the LP cover. But then when you open it up, you get the stereo slightly remixed album, sessions and outtakes, and then you get a mono mix of the album. Then you get the Blu-ray and you get the DVD. Now the Blu-ray and the DVD are exactly the same. Obviously there's no record in it, which is a shame. I have listened to some of it, but not all of it, so I can only give you my opinions on what I've heard so far, which was mainly disc 1, which is the slightly remixed version of the original stereo album. But they've tried to make it look as authentic as possible. Just say PCS 7072. And I'd say this compares with well, it's better than the 1987 20th anniversary, which came in like a fat box thing, didn't it? I'd say that sounds a lot better. That's no disrespect to George Martin, by the way. And then disc 4, this one. So you get a slightly different cover shot. This is the mono mix. So it's PMC7029. And this does add Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane onto the end of that. So you've looked at disc 1 and disc 4, which is basically the proper albums. This is disc 2. This is the alternative songs and demos and things. Again, a different cover shot. Don't know what they're looking at. George might be looking for his hat or something, I don't know. And then on the back of that it's yellow. Disc 3, again, completely different photo outtake of CD, Sgt Pepper's Sessions. But all these do say, these session ones do say PCS 7027 on them still. I won't bother getting the DVD and the Blu-ray out because basically there's nothing really to see on them. So that's that. So like I say, you get the 4 CDs, you get a DVD and a Blu-ray. You also get some other goodies. You get a copy of the poster that, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, this is the copy of the poster that John saw, and then he basically did this word for word to do for the benefit of Mr. Kite. And he found this in a old antique shop when there was shooting the promotional films for Sgt Pepper, not Sgt Pepper, for Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields Forever. It's not word for word, but it got his imagination running, put like that. Greatest night of the season. Last night but 3, being for the benefit of Mr. Kite, late of Wells Circus, and Mr. J. Henderson, the celebrated Somerset thrower. Quite nice. That looked nice framed and put on my wall, but I'm not going to do that. Then we also get another poster. This is actually quite nice. And this would look nice on the wall. This would look nice next to that revolved one, but then again, I'm not going to do it, but Sgt Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, new Beatles LP out now. It's only just only one-sided, so you get that. There we is, folks. Then you get this, the cutout for the LP, which is a bit strange seeing as you don't actually get the LP in it, or the vinyl LP. But this, they've tried to make this look as authentic as possible, because on the original ones it's dark green, and on the reissues it's a lighter green, but that is actually very, very, it might not look it on there, but it is actually really, really dark green. There's John Lennon's moustache look. Then you get a book. And this is what I think actually sold this as a box set. Lovely photos in it, gives you recording information and all sorts. I won't show it you all because most of you will sort of like know what it's about. And I don't really want to damage it either. Cover story. But if you read this, it does actually tell you everybody that is on the front cover. Also gives you recording information when they recorded the tracks and things like that. And then this is the box itself, so it just opens up and you get a piece of string in it to help you get the things out. You know, really, really nice construction. Like I said before, when that came out I didn't buy it. One, because it was very, very expensive, and two, as I've said, I was sort of like falling out of love with CDs and getting back into my vinyl big time. I did get the remastered LP, but I didn't get the double LP, which I am still looking for. But when I look at that and I see all that, I think EMI, stroke Apple, stroke Universal, stroke the Beatles, Mr. Trick. The size of that would have easily, you could have had 2 double LPs in it, couldn't you? So you could have had the mono and the stereo mix on one LP, and then you could have had the sessions as another double LP, similar to what they've done with the White Album. I seem to remember when this came out, it was quite expensive. It was like nearly £100, if not more. Okay, so in reality, it sort of like held its value. I've got nothing against this. Honestly, I've not got anything against it. I think it's a fantastic production. Basically, you know, the CDs are presented well. All the extras are very, very nice. The posters are brilliant. The book itself is very, very, you know, although there's a lot of photos, and if you take the time to actually read it, there is a lot of information there as well. But like I say, I can't understand why. Yes, by all means, bring it out on CD like they are doing now. Like when they're doing these box sets, you get the CD version and you will get a vinyl version as well. So I can't understand why they didn't do this as a vinyl version as well. Maybe it's going to come up for the 55th anniversary or the 60th anniversary. I don't know. But yeah, I am very happy with it. In one way, I wish I'd bought it when it came out now. But I don't think I would have bought it when it came out because I don't think I'd have been able to afford it, to be honest. Like I say, compared to that little, the 20th anniversary one that came out in 1987, it is a hell of a lot better than that. And the CDs do sound a lot better. Yes, I do know the stereo one is very slightly remixed by Giles Martin. And that's about it for today. Like I say, if you haven't got this, you know, I should imagine most of you have got it, unless you're like me and you know, you probably didn't have the money to buy it when it came out, or you wasn't really into CDs anymore, like what I was. But yeah, it is very, very well constructed as well. Like I say, I did watch a video a few weeks ago, and somebody was on about these, and apparently this is how the old EMI tape boxes used to be. That is very authentic. So would I recommend it? Yes, I would. I think if when that came out at the time, if there would have been a vinyl version with everything you get there, but on LPs, I think I would have probably gone out and bought it. I would have probably not paid the rent for a week or something daft like that. Not that I'm recommending people to do that. You know, that's just me being me. That's just my like sort of humour. But yeah, it is very, very good. For what I paid for it, I think it's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, you know, if you're watching this, if you've already got this, which you probably have, you tell me what you think of it. Like I say, the book, fantastic. There's a lot of information in it. Lots of nice photos as well, to be honest, and recording information and things like that. I won't show it you because there's some interesting photos, so that's a plus for start. So I think with the LP, the double LP, I think you just got like a little folder thing, didn't you? Cut out, yeah, brilliant, but that would have worked better with the album. That's just my personal opinion. That's not a criticism, by the way. Poster, Sgt Peppers poster, brilliant. You know, I must admit, I'm very, very tempted to put this on my wall. I'm very, very tempted to put it on my wall, make a space there and put it next to that one. Maybe somewhere like that. Obviously, be smaller, but I'm tempted to put it on the wall. Try my hardest not to, but I'm tempted. Then you've got the famous little like Victorian poster that inspired John to write "Being for the Benefit of Mr. Kite." For the benefit of Mr. Kite, there will be a show tonight on trampoline. The Hendersons will all be there. Lady Pablo Frank is there. What a scene of men and horses, hoops and garters lasted through a hogshead of real fire. In this way, Mr. K will challenge the world. I know I should have practiced that first, so that you know that's nice. And then obviously you've got this as well, haven't you? You know, so I'm sure that box could have fitted 2 of these in it. Is that just me meaning? I don't know. Then obviously it does open up, so it is nice when you open up as well. And it does actually tell you here everything that's on it, but I don't think you're going to see it. You might do. If I just do it slow, then you'll see what's on each CD. But to be honest, it is, because it's like a very dull red on yellow, and it is actually quite hard to read what it says. So there you have it. Sgt Peppers Lonely Hearts Club Band, the 50th anniversary deluxe box set. Oh, and you got that, didn't you? And that, I love that. I love that 3D cover. I know you can't really tell it on there. I do love that. And like I say, the presentation and the construction is amazing. If you haven't got it, so that just flips off like that basically. So if you haven't got this and you was thinking of getting it, and you've got a few spare quid, look on your eBays and your Discogs and even on Facebook Marketplace and things like that, because you might be able to find one of these for bargain like what I did. How much, shall I tell you how much I paid for it? I paid £50, but that was with the postage and packaging. And I tell you something, the postage and packaging must have cost me, because this weighs a ton. I wouldn't like to drop it on my foot. So yeah, love it. Can't recommend it, to be honest. You know, I do wish I had bought that when it came out. And so I better say another thanks to Beatley Tones Beatles channel, because when I watched your thing on Paul McCartney's archive collection the other day, that made me think, well, maybe I should buy this. So it's your fault, mate. Just a few shout outs to the people as well. There's Toby Jackman. There's Beetleman69. There's me, Mr. Mayo. There's Beetlebrad. There's Susie Sue. There's quite a few people now that are like subscribing to my channel, and I do appreciate it all, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You know, I know I'm never going to be a massive channel. I just do this to show you some of my records, tell you some of my stories, and a bit of entertainment. You know, it's just an old Beatles fanatic really, just showing you some of his collection basically. As always, if you're not subscribed and you've liked this video, if you watch it to the end, you know, if you can wait that long, if you like it, leave me a thumbs up, hit the subscription button, if you hit the notifications button as well, then you'll get notifications when I'm doing new videos. I do try and do at least one a week. Some weeks you get more, some weeks you might only get one, or some weeks you don't get any at all. So it just depends on my shift pattern at work. And that's going to be it for today. As always, love one another, be nice to one another. You know, just remember, Beatle Dave loves you. And thank you to everybody that is subscribing, is leaving me likes, and is leaving me comments as well. You know, I do appreciate it. I do take the time to try and answer all the comments as well, but like I say, it just depends what shifts I'm on at work. I mean, I did answer some this morning, like 7 o'clock in the morning before I went to work. So until the next time, I hope you've enjoyed that. And like I say, if you've got that box set, tell me what you think of it. But I still think EMI / Apple / the Beatles missed a trick by not doing that as a vinyl box set as well. Everything in that, but as a vinyl box set. Maybe that's one of the ones that's going to come up at, you know, in a few years. I don't know. So until the next time, peace, love and happiness to you all. Beatle Dave saying cheerio for now.